Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a little haul for you. I recently collected some stuff. I went to Walmart for some backup stuff, some stuff that I wanted to try out. I got something from Sephora, just some little things here and there, but I figured I would just combine them all and show you guys because I know I love hauls and a lot of you guys do too, so I figured why not? I will just get it out there for you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing this video, and let's just get on into the haul. So the first couple things I picked up were from Walmart, and they are just some foundations. Let me just say that makeup from Walmart is so much cheaper than like Rite Aid or CVS. I absolutely just like never went to Walmart. I don't know why, it's just not as close to my house. I always went to like a Rite Aid to get my makeup, and let me tell you, at Walmart I paid like a good $4 cheaper for all this stuff, so it's definitely totally worth it getting your drugstore makeup there. But I had a couple foundations that I wanted to try, and I also just picked up a backup of my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I was going without this for a couple of days, and then I finally was just like, I can't, I need it back in my life, and I went to go pick it up again. And if you are wondering, I wear the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I love testing out new foundations, and I think all the foundations that I've tried are pretty good, but this is just that foundation. When I put it on, I'm like, holy crap, my skin looks so amazing. What was I doing without this? So of course I go ahead and repurchase this time and time again, and I'm super happy to have this back in my life. The next one that I picked up was the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. Again, this is in the shade Classic Ivory 710. This is something that I've been seeing on YouTube like crazy, so many commercials, and it just really intrigued me. I don't have a foundation like this. This one has vitamins E, B3, and B5, and it has SPF 20. I wanted more of a daytime foundation, something a little bit more natural looking, something again with the sunscreen protection, because the Matte and Poreless doesn't have any sunscreen in it or anything like that, and it can be a little bit matte and even a little bit dry looking when my skin is going through like a little bit of something. It just sounded like a nice change, and it says lightweight full coverage makeup, formulated hydrates, and includes a complex of SPF 20s, vitamins, and an antioxidant, and it's oil free. I've worn this a couple times now, and I really do love this foundation. The color is just a tad light for me, but the next one down was way too dark, but I can definitely make it work. This is the foundation that I'm wearing today over my face. I find that it blends the best with a beauty blender, and I'm really loving this foundation so far, and I'm excited to see how it keeps working with my skin. And the next foundation that I got, you guys probably saw in my hand before thinking like, why does she have that? Did she not hate that? This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I got it in the shade Soft Beige Light Medium. So many people wear this foundation, and it just looks so good on their skin in pictures, in videos, and I just felt like I was totally missing out. I felt like I was doing something totally wrong, and just the shades that I initially tried weren't right. And just the shades that I tried totally weren't right. If you guys want to see my review on it, I uploaded it maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I will have it linked down below, or I'll insert like a little card. I totally ripped this foundation a new one, to say the least. I didn't like it at all, but I've been playing around with it again lately, and I got a new shade, Light Medium Warm Soft Beige. This is a pretty decent shade for me. It matches me pretty well. I never thought I would be a warm shade because my skin was always like neutral, but I guess that in this line, this one just matches me the best. I found that after playing around with this, I really like this with a beauty blender opposed to a brush. And then also this foundation, I cannot wear a primer with it. When I wear a primer with this foundation, it just slips and slides all over my face. In my review, I tested it out with 2 different primers, and then I kind of just brushed it off because I always wear a primer. I've just learned makeup by using a primer. When I don't wear a primer, I feel kind of just like naked underneath, but this foundation actually lasts better without a primer if you are having some trouble with this foundation. That is just what I found. So when I wore this, I did primer water, Fix Plus, I let it dry, and then I applied this with a beauty blender, and it went on so nice. It lasted such a long time as well. I went on like a hike, I sweat, and it still looked so good. So I guess I should have played around with this a little bit more before giving it such a negative review. It's by no means like my favorite foundation. I still do think that it looks a little bit too much like I'm wearing a foundation opposed to natural. Like these two do look a little bit more natural on my skin, but it's a lot better than when I initially tried it, and I'm really glad that I picked it up and gave it another chance, because like I said, I just felt like I was doing something totally wrong because so many people loved it and I absolutely hated it. So those are the 3 foundations that I recently picked up, and I'm really excited to kind of expand my little foundation collection. Another face product that I picked up at Walmart is the new Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder, the Fit Me line, and I got it in the shade 10 Fair Light. I was super excited when I saw Maybelline was coming out with this powder, and this was so inexpensive. I think this was like $5.50 something, $5.70 something in Walmart. You cannot beat this price and this amount of product. Honestly, it is so good. You guys know I love my Laura Mercier, but I'm always looking for a little bit of a cheaper alternative if I'm just going to run errands and I don't want to necessarily waste my like nice expensive powder. And this is definitely so good. I've been using this the past couple of days and I'm really impressed. The powder is a lot more finely milled compared to the Laura Mercier. I would say if you have the RCMA no color powder and the Laura Mercier, the texture is somewhere in between, but it's not necessarily as thin as the RCMA. So with this powder, it is a loose powder. I love the container. I think it looks so sleek and so nice. It's like a nice hard acrylic. This does claim to be a translucent coverage. So it's like a translucent powder with a little bit of a tint to it. These do run pretty dark though, if I'm being completely honest. I got the shade Fair Light and it just matches my skin tone. So I would recommend maybe going up a shade. I'm usually like a light, maybe like a light medium, and I got the shade Fair 10. And it's not such a heavy coverage. It's not going to alter the shade of your foundation whatsoever. And just some of the claims are that it's a mineral-based formula that helps to control shine and smooth skin texture, can be used alone or over foundation, gives you a fresh, natural look, and this does claim to last 24 months, which is awesome. I think 2 years is a nice long shelf life for a makeup product, and I think I definitely found my new like everyday powder when I don't want to use my Laura Mercier. I feel like I'm the last person ever to try out this Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. I recently got this because I had like a makeup artist job, and I'm using the e.l.f. cream liner in my kit, but I don't love it. I feel like when I'm using it, it's just, as it's getting a little bit older, it's getting harder to work with. So I just wanted to pick up something new, to try something new, and I'm so happy that I did. I used this recently, like I said, on a freelance job, and it just glided on my client's eyes so nicely. It is so black, it is waterproof. She said it lasted all day. It did not budge, and it was so easy to get a nice sharp wing. This did come with a brush, but I didn't necessarily love the shape of that brush for a nice sharp wing, so I just used my own little angled brush and it worked totally fine. I haven't tried this on myself yet, but I'm super excited to. I'm just gonna sanitize it and use it on myself and see how I like it, because usually for my wings I use a felt tip liquid liner, but I just want to change it up and try something new, and I know Jaclyn Hill raved about this all the time for her liner, so I'm really excited to try that out. I was super intrigued when I saw this in the makeup aisle. This is the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche Matte Sharpenable Lip Liner in the shade 112 Mastermind, I guess. When I saw this, it instantly reminded me of Dolce K. It's like that brownie pink nude. This again is such a good find. It glides on so smooth. I'll show you guys. Just one swipe, you get so much color payoff. It is so easy to line and fill your lips. I hate those wooden lip liners where you feel like they're tugging and they're super drying on the lips. It just glides, and it's one of those lip liners that's comfortable enough to wear on your own. It gives so much product, and it really reminds me of Dolce K. Unfortunately, my Dolce K recently broke and I'm not able to do a comparison swatch, but just from memory, the formula and the color looks exactly like Dolce K, and I think it's like less than half the price. I think at Walmart this was like $7, which is awesome, and I know that this is going to be like a daily lip liner for me. At Walmart, I also picked up the Biore Free Your Pores Deep Cleansing Charcoal Pore Strips. I used to have just like their normal pore strips, and I honestly feel like they didn't do much for me. I just wanted to try out something new, and I heard charcoal is just really good for like oily skin, stuff in your pores, so I figured I would just try these out, and I really like them so far. I've used 2. I feel like these ones, compared to just the normal white nose strips that I tried, really dry down a lot harder and make it a lot harder to pull off, which means that they're really pulling a lot more stuff out of the nose. My nose feels so smooth and looks so clean, and then the black strip really makes it easy to see everything that comes out, which some people find it gross. I kind of find it fun to look at, but I really like these. I think that they clean out my nose pores really well. My only complaint is like you only get 6 strips in this box, so it kind of adds up to like $1 per strip, which isn't horrible, but I wish like this box is like so big, like there's room for so much more. I wish that they would just give more in one box, because I could easily go through this in like 2 weeks. My favorite eyelashes ever are so hard for me to find nowadays, unless I order them on like Amazon or something, but I found them in actually Ulta. These are the Ardell 102 Demi lashes in black. They're the Glamour line. These are the lashes that I wore to my junior high school prom, my senior ball. I just love them. I think I like these lashes so much because they're the perfect mix of dramatic and natural. Sometimes I don't really feel like wearing a lash that barely shows, but I don't want to wear a lash that's like super thick and fluffy and uncomfortable. These are just like the perfect mix. I think that they look so natural on the eye, but they still add so much to the look. I love how spaced out and dramatic that they are, and they're just like my perfect eyelash, and whenever I find them I have to pick them up because, like I said, I feel like they're getting a little bit harder to find, and Ulta had one pair left. What I primarily went to Ulta for was my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You guys already know how I feel about this. I don't need to go on and on. I'm almost out of the one that I'm currently using, so of course I had to go ahead and get a backup, and I'm going to school soon, so I figured I would just pick it up because I also had a 20% off coupon to Ulta, which was so good. I think my whole Ulta purchase was like $39, which if you think about it, this is like $32 in itself, and the eyelashes and then something else that I purchased for a friend literally came out to be like $7, which wasn't terrible at all. It is my birthday month, so you know I had to go to Sephora and get my little birthday gift. If you guys are Ulta VIB members, then you can pick up your birthday gift whatever time throughout your birthday month. My birthday is on August 26th, but I literally went on August 1st to pick it up because I was so excited for this year's birthday gift. It was this little Tarte set. You get a deluxe blush and a deluxe lip paint. I love both of these items. The blush is in Party with 3 A's. Party. Okay, I'm gonna stop. And Tarteist lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. This is my new favorite lip product ever. It is just like my perfect nude. It almost reminds me a little bit of an Ultra Satin lip by ColourPop with a little bit more of a moussey formula, but the color is so perfect and the blush is really pretty. It definitely something that I see myself wearing, more like a no blush kind of blush with a little bit of a pinky undertone, which you guys know I love. So definitely check out your birthday gift at Sephora if your birthday is coming up, because it's an awesome little gift set this year. And lastly, for my little haul, I ordered some skincare off of Amazon. This is the Fruit of the Earth Vitamin E skincare cream. I've heard amazing things about this through Amy Macedo here on YouTube. She's used this for so long, and I kind of feel like we have had like similar skin type over the years that I've been watching her, so I finally just got this. It wasn't that much money, honestly. It was like $7 on Amazon Prime. It is a super thick cream. I'm not really sure how well you guys can tell, and I don't want to waste any of the product, but it is really thick. A little bit goes a long way, and I've been using it for the past couple of nights and I really like it. What I do love the most about this product is that it dries, it actually soaks into your skin. Some creams I wake up and I still feel the residue on my face the next morning. Sometimes my face just feels super greasy, it rubs all over my pillow or something like that. This like 100% absorbs into my skin, but it still leaves me feeling moisturized. It says it moisturizes, soothes, protects for softer, younger looking skin. I've heard awesome things about vitamin E. I also was looking into getting a vitamin E serum, so I'm going to test out this cream, see how it works for my skin, but so far so good. Alright guys, so that is going to complete this little haul of makeup and stuff that I purchased recently. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and if you love hauls like I do, just so I know that you guys actually like to see these types of videos. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and as always, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!